here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Today we are beginning chapter 3. I don't really know. It's the salvage operation, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so in our last session, you guys were tasked by the city of Saltmarsh to go and investigate the lizard folk nest that is in the nearby swamp, because after your guys' encounters on the sea ghost and finding the lizard folk there, the city of Saltmarsh believed that the lizard folk were gearing up for war against Saltmarsh, and you were sent to investigate, and you quickly learned that that was not the case, that the lizard folk have allied themselves with some merfolk and other denizens of the sea in anticipation of an attack from a very large force of Sahagin. And realizing that Saltmarsh would be undefended and unprepared, you entered into negotiations with the lizard folk, trying to prove that you could be a valuable ally and gaining the trust of the tribe. And at the end of the session, you guys had impressed upon the lizard folk enough through various acts of charity and combat prowess that you deserved, that Saltmarsh deserved a chance to fight against the Sahagin. And at the end of the session, Queen Othokent had dispatched you guys from the lizard folk nest, and she had sent with you 2 lizard folk ambassadors who traveled with you to Saltmarsh. They are Garut and Vith, and I will put those in chat because I'm sure, you know, it won't be important later. Garut and Vith, and as you return to Saltmarsh and introduce them to the council, the council immediately was very alarmed to hear about the Sahagin attack, and the council kind of shooed you away, citing that they needed time to discuss and prepare, and that they would summon you again when they were ready for you. And so after that, we're going to have a little bit of downtime before we move into that. I think that's pretty much how we start in every session, is we're going to start with a little bit of downtime, and then we get into the meat of what's happening. So after all of that, is there anything, any questions, any follow-up from the last one, anything that you guys would like to do around town? And I will actually move you to town so that we can see a little bit.
Approximately how much time do we have before the invasion?
It's really unknown. The lizard folk didn't know. They said, what was it that they said? More than 3 moons, but less than 10, something like that. So don't really know. Hi,
So
Master.
I believe we had some location last time that we wanted to check, but we were sent to the lizard folk.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. There were a couple interesting locations that you guys have kind of happened upon, but I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
There was the that little crab area.
That's what I thought you were talking about, Crabber's Cove.
And then outside of town, there was the cultist that we could try to take care of, or that crocodile if we want to leave the town undefended. But in terms of having things to do in town, I don't think there was much.
Okay.
I mean, did we tell the council? I don't think we spoke to the council.
We just kind of hand wave that. You take the ambassadors to the council. They're very appreciative. They pay you your money. I believe I said that at the end of the last session. But just to reiterate it again, the council had agreed to pay the party 700 gold pieces for handling the lizard folk. So even though there was no combat with the lizard folk, they still paid that 700 gold. And I don't know which one of you was keeping track of all the money. I think it was Misa. If you could check if you added that last session or if you need to add it now.
No, we added it last session.
Okay, cool.
So we're just gonna go check Crabber's Cove then, instead of like leaving the town.
That's probably the best idea.
Yeah, if we don't know the time of the attack, then we want to stay close.
Yeah. There's also the thing that we could do, because the cultists weren't too far out. We could investigate the cultists and see if we can maybe talk them into helping as well.
Ooh, that's possible. I think they were a couple miles out of town. It wasn't very far.
Yeah, I thought they were several days out of town.
Let me check my notes.
Yeah. You know what? It's really not important because let's just say you go back to the tower, the guard's tower, to check the notice board again, and you can see that that particular quest has been scratched off. Seems somebody's already went and dealt with the cultists.
Ah, boo.
Ah.
That like 5 gold lost to us forever.
I know. You guys are gonna go buy something like really good, like late. You're gonna be 5 gold short.
So should we head to the cove?
I suppose if that's been taken, then we'll head down to Crabber's Cove.
Yeah, the cove sounds like a good idea, and at night we could always go and poke around in that guy's house. The one that was in charge of all the smuggling. Prime Water Mansion.
Yeah, the mansion.
Okay. So, traveling to Crabber's Cove, you see a very familiar sight. The building's weathered, run down, abandoned. And you could see that there are a very large number of crabs that are scuttling about here, and they kind of swarm over most everything. You recall there's a sign posted at the edge of Crabber's Cove that warns everyone to stay away. And just like last time, outside the Carpenters Guild Hall, as you begin to approach the cove, there's guys sitting outside on benches. And they kind of lean forward, biting down on their wooden pipes. Ho 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 ho! Going to the cove, are you?
Did they ask last time?
Yes.
I think we are, and we're more prepared for it this time, so we're heading in.
Aye, it's bad luck it is. People go disappearing in Crabber's Cove. It is a cursed or blessed place, depending on who you ask. Some say that them crabbers be the sign of Umberly herself, marking her holy land. I'd be very cautious about traveling up into the cove if I were ye.
Do you know if any of these buildings in the cove are any more cursed or blessed than any others?
Aye, most of the houses in the cove have all but rotted away under the constant assault of the sea and the lack of upkeep. But I'd say the one furthest to the end seems to remain intact despite all of this. It is strange, it is.
Thank you very much. That was shockingly helpful.
Aye, And I'll even do you one more favor. If you leave with me a golden dragon, then when your corpses are recovered, I will sing a nice eulogy at your funeral.
Sing me a song now.
He scowls at you. Oh, no, no, no.
Well, I think then, if we come out alive, I think you owe us all a song. A victory song, if you will.
He looks at you. I will decide when I sing. Why don't you sing a bawdy tune for me then, young one, huh?
If we come out alive, I will.
Then I look forward to the occasion.
All right, gents. Shall we get moving?
Yep, let's waste no more time.
Okay. So, as you begin to walk up the cove, remember, when I say there's swarms of crabs, I don't mean there's just a couple hundred. There are literally thousands of them, practically covering every inch of the land, swarming up the sides of the buildings. As you advance, you kind of have to like drag your feet and like kick them aside. Otherwise, you step on and crush them. To say it's difficult terrain is an understatement. But you are able to slowly advance towards the lone house that is still intact.
All right, and what time of day is it?
Say it's midday.
All right, guys. Do you want to circle the house, pair up, and see what we can find? See if there's anything that looks out of the ordinary?
I think we should just I think we should go to the house instead of just circling around it, just to see what we're dealing with inside as quick as we can, rather than getting jumped by something as we enter if it gets, dark and they can see better than us or something stupid.
If that works for you, I'm down.
As you approach the house, it doesn't look very much different from any of the others, except where some of the other houses have holes that have rotted through the walls in certain places. This one is mostly intact. But that's not the most peculiar thing. As stated before, the crabs swarm over almost every inch of land here. But as you approach this last house in Crabber's Cove, they almost seem to part, making a road leading up to the house. But the open space provided by these crabs don't lead up to the front door. It wraps around to the side to a large double wooden door cellar that is set into the ground.
This feels unholy.
I've seen enough horror movies to know the first one normally dies first. So after you.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm happy to go check the cellar and see if it's locked.
Pulling on the doors, you find that they are unhindered, and you are able to open them if you choose.
I would like to investigate for traps.
Okay, there's no sign of traps. They are simple wooden doors. Nothing mechanical or magical is on the hole here.
All right, guys, do you want to give me like 5 minutes or follow behind? I'm gonna try to sneak in there and see if I can get a look.
you actually want to go in alone?
I mean, if I yell, come fast, is everyone able to be quiet if we go in?
I think we could do it sneakily, right? Everyone can be quiet, right? Even you, Sweet Pea?
I'm more concerned about Falk.
As you say that, I'm gonna cast this on the whole party.
Oh, boo! Boo!
Oh my god, I love that spell so much. Oh, I think I can do that.
Alright, so everybody want to make some stealth checks then? Before you head down into the pitch black hole that is the cellar. Oh, come on!
Falk, yet again, most valuable player.
Is that a 2 from Mark?
Yes.
12.
12.
Okay. So, you guys head down into the darkness. And even with Pass Without a Trace, Mark is clunk, clang. And as you guys walk down the steps, you see first a large chamber that is completely empty, except for a few wooden posts that support the floor above. And then you see another chamber, and off in this chamber you can see there's some kind of circular rune set onto the floor. I guess it's just best. Anybody speak Celestial?
Behold the Crabomancer.
The Crabomancer, yes.
Not high.
Thank you, darling.
Nope.
20 months, man. I really do appreciate all the time you spend here with me. It means a lot. Okay, so you see this circular ring with these strange runes in it, and further into the chamber you can barely make out a box. It's a very large box, rectangular in shape, about 6 feet long and 3 feet wide. And as you guys are walking down, a voice comes from the darkness. Have you come to feed me?
Do you like crabs?
Why don't you come closer? Let me see you.
Belz is gonna respond in Finnego's voice. You've got a shiny butt.
What?
What now?
All at once, you see a man. Doesn't so much as walk towards the opening of the door as he does materialize there, but he stops at the entranceway and stands staring out at you.
Oh my.
Come closer. Truly.
Mark will approach him.
As you approach, you can see that circular ring set into the floor. He stands about half a foot back from it, you get the impression that he takes great care to not touch that circular ring.
Do I know what it is?
The ring?
Yep.
You could make a Arcana check, maybe try to discern its purpose. All right. It looks like some kind of binding spell.
Well, seeing that, I yell out that no one should touch it.
Oh, come on now. I intend to. I intend you no harm. And he gives you a big toothy grin, revealing his fangs.
Oh, that's an insight check.
You believe him.
Damn it!
Oh, Barrels, he definitely intends to harm you.
Yeah, communication is the problem.
Yeah, right. Doesn't taste good.
Yep, doesn't taste good. Oh, I've got a better one. Ned Snakeshaft's voice. I think you are full of shit.
So he holds out his hands in a very kind of like, oh, what? And it's like, no, truly, I don't want to hurt you. You are the first people to come into this chamber in such a very long time. For now, I am content just to speak with you. There's no reason we can't be friends.
Who are you, and how long have you been down here?
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? He grabs his cape and he holds it over him and gives a very deep bow. My name is Zolek, and I have been here for centuries. Now,
And why were you placed here?
oh no. Fair is fair. I have told you my name. It would be rude if you were not to tell me yours as well.
You can call me Dusk.
And I am Mark.
The bird is Barrels.
Yes, and is it just the four of you here? I heard that one as he points to Mark, but the rest of you have surprised me. Is there anyone else among you? Come now, we can all be friends.
Mallard, come on out. I don't mention anything about Quandle.
No, nobody's here.
No, Quandle shouted, remember? He was hidden, but he's since spoken,
Oh,
drawn
right.
attention to himself.
There's one other that hasn't. Is it Finn?
I think Finn.
Yeah, then I don't say anything about Finn, but call out Mallard.
Hi.
What's the insight for Barrels? Oh, never mind. We already did that.
Yep.
So he like crosses his legs, almost as if he were going to sit like on the floor, like cross-legged. But instead, when he crosses his legs, he just kind of levitates in the air, and he's staring at you like eye level. Hey!
Can you teach me that trick?
All right, Master. I will let Mark know. I'm sure he'll appreciate. Oh yes, of course. I can tell you great many interesting things. All you have to do is take the tip of your sword and scratch this out right here, as he points to the circle.
Sounds like you're trapped.
His face goes through a very quick series of motions. Like, he's been very kind of serene and calm, but when you motion him being trapped, his face contorts into this visage of rage, and then just as quickly goes back to the serene. Yeah, you could say that. I've been here for quite some time.
So, who put you here and why?
Well, it has been, it was all a misunderstanding, I'm afraid. I came to the village of Saltmarsh long, long ago. My coffin was transported on a trade ship, because I had intended to just get a new set of scenery. You know, I grew bored in my old location. But as I arrived, there was a cleric, worshipper of Saint Cuthbert, and she tried to destroy me. Unfortunately for her, she wasn't quite able, so instead, she contented herself with trapping me here, as his face contorts once again. It's a powerful curse that she's left here, and I can only be freed if someone were to intend to do so. I can be a very powerful ally. I have vast amounts of wealth outside of Saltmarsh, and power unimaginable. If you so desired, I can even give you the gift of vampirism. But I can do none of these things as long as I am trapped in this accursed hole.
Well, you've spent centuries down here. You may need to spend one more day while we discuss the matter.
Oh, that would be fine. I am in no hurry. I'm quite hungry, though. Is there any way you can give me something to...
I suspect you're looking for something living.
That would be nice. I've been able to extend my influence out above me, but the only thing that has heeded my call are these... And he reaches down, and in his hand you see he's holding a small orange crab. These creatures, and he chucks it out of the room he's in, and it kind of lands at your feet. These do not sustain me. My hunger is so extreme. Sometimes I fear I will die. I know that I cannot, but it still pains me so.
We'll discuss that as well.
Please, I will offer you anything. And he comes closer to the edges of the ring. I know something. Something that you would find very valuable, I believe. There's something very wrong in Saltmarsh. I will share this with you. And he gestures again to the circle.
There seems to be a lot that's wrong in Saltmarsh. You care to be a little more specific?
He says nothing. Just once again kind of gestures to the circle with his outstretched hand.
Well, again, we're going to have to talk about this. But in the meantime, where were you from?
I come from a place very, very far from here. I originally was born in Waterdeep, but I took on the adventuring life and have traveled far and wide. But it matters not. Just set me free.
I'm just looking at the other people like, we should talk about this.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Sure, Finn. What would you like to investigate?
Just like the area around, because people were saying that people go missing down here, so I want to see if I find any like bones or whatever.
Okay. As you approach the doorway, you can see tucked into one of the far corners of his chamber, there's a small heap of bones.
So okay, I'll stay hidden. I'll just roll you another stealth check.
17. 17 is a fail, and he notices you standing there next to the edge of the circle. So he looks down very quickly, and then he kind of rushes to the edge of the circle, and you can see his feet do not leave the edge, but his hand does. And he reaches out and tries to grab you. Can you make me a dexterity save, please? Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, you're able to kind of... You just fall backwards, landing on your rear. But even the few inches that you move takes you outside of his grasp. And his claws are like closing mere just centimeters away from your face. You can see him howl in rage. No! Come closer!
No. We're not the first to be down here, clearly, by that pile over there. So what kind of influence other than these crabs do you have?
He gives a toothy smile. I do not know what you mean. Sometimes foolish fishermen and others come to investigate the myth of Crabber's Cove, and sometimes they are foolish enough to wander within my grasp. You'll have to forgive me, though. I am just so very hungry.
Are we really going to talk about letting loose this?
There's no harm in talking about it outside of earshot.
Well, whatever you do, please hurry back. And he disappears from sight.
Yeah, I'll turn around and start walking up the stairs.
I'll follow. I think we should investigate the rest of the house.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
Investigating the rest of the house doesn't reveal anything of use. There's furniture that seems to have been run down and has been ruined by the moisture in the air, but nothing else of value or interest.
Okay, so who's the best liar? Because we're going to need a very good liar.
You're the bard.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, as you say that, I just like, really?
I don't lie. I'm a pure person. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, theoretically, I think I'm a little better than most, but I'd still expect you to be better.
I've never lied to anybody in my life.
Insight check.
You think he's telling the truth when he says he doesn't lie. You're a really good liar.
I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm really sorry for doubting you.
Don't worry about it. See, I think you're the best liar. We could talk to him and pretend to... This is where I'm coming from. We could lie to him about letting him out just to get the information that he apparently knows. And even that information could be bull. We know that, right?
I don't think he's going to give us anything without at least a meal. And I don't think he'll give us anything worthwhile without feeding him. And even then, or without getting him out. And even then, there's nothing stopping him from coming at us if that's the case.
How doomed is the town? Because I was thinking we could grab one of those old people.
I'm loving this moral gray.
Does it need to be living like a human or a dwarf, something like that? Can't it be an other animal, like a cow?
I mean, I suppose so, but the question is, do we want a strong vampire underneath the town or a weak vampire underneath the town?
That's a good question.
Maybe we can talk to some people. There was the guy who has the library, there's the priest. Maybe get some more information on, see if we can find anything about this guy.
Saltmarsh has a library?
We didn't tell you. Yes, Saltmarsh has a library, man.
Oh, that's
like
good
the
to know.
idea
Where is it?
of speaking to the priest. I'm sorry, Mac. We should talk about this after everything that's happened.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not one to talk to priests, so I'd be happy to go and talk to the librarian.
You take Matt to the library because he'll be in his element. But I want to go speak to the priest if there's a proper one here and not that crazy git. I want the information about why this vampire is trapped here, how, and if there's a way that we could deceive him enough.
There's also the Salmors. They've been here for as long as Saltmarsh has been around. They might have some information too. He gave us the name of that priest that locked him in there.
I don't think we didn't get a name. You didn't get a name. We got Saint Cuthbert, wasn't it?
Oh right, Cleric of Saint Cuthbert. Well, still, how many of those could have been coming through the town?
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot. I think we go speak to. I think there'll be good records in the library about it.
That would be my guess too. I'll
So
start walking towards the library.
And I'll head off to the Salmors.
Library, Salmors. Anybody else going anywhere else? Cool. So to the library, we had Mark, Misa, and anyone else? Barrels. And then the other three to Salmors. Got it. So the library first. Walking in, you remember the library is not like an official, like publicly ran office. It's just the home of the old man Eleander. And as you enter, Eleander kind of looks to you and with one shaky hand, he points. He's like, "Oh, you've returned. What great wisdom do you seek from Eleander's private collection today?"
Well, Eleander, I'm curious if you happen to have any information on a vampire Zolik or a cleric of St. Cuthbert that you might have come around town a while ago.
Is this information of a historical nature, or are you seeking information just in general?
Let's go with both. Anything you've got on vampires or anything specific to those two individuals?
Well, vampires are a very, very strange bunch. They're undead. They drink the blood of the living, and it's believed that they can create more vampires through their dark gift.
Are there specific ways in which to kill them?
Well, in order to truly kill them, there's lots of lore saying you must remove the head, stake them through the chest, burn their bones alive. But the only thing that seems to be consistent through all accounts of vampire lore is that after you destroy their body, you must also destroy their coffin. Once they are dead, they retreat to their coffin, where they will reform themselves after so many days. So it is only after destroying them and then following them to their resting place that they can truly be rid of.
Is there any specific way to destroy the coffin? Something that has to be done specifically?
He shrugs his shoulders. I suppose fire would be enough. Why all of the talk about vampires?
We've just seen a lot of weird things around, and just want to make sure our bases are covered.
Okay.
And do you happen to have any information on a cleric of St. Cuthbert?
I don't think that I do. You see, Saltmarsh is a trade town built upon the water. All manners of travelers come through here. I don't know anything about specific clerics of St. Cuthbert, but I have heard that name before. He is the god of law, of protection, and he is often the foe of many evil creatures.
So this god encourages law and its followers promote protection. So if a follower did something, chances are they did it for the right reasons.
Well, I suppose. But if academia has ever taught us anything, is that right and good are often subjective. What you may consider to be right is not necessarily the same thing that I would consider to be right and proper. Yes.
I go and give this guy a big hug. That's the best answer ever. I love it.
Oh, you're hurting me.
Well, Eleander, you've been incredibly helpful, and I turn to my companion. Is there anything you need to know? Anything you can think of asking?
I want to know if I can come here whenever I want. Also, can I take these books with me?
Which books would that be?
I don't know.
You're just
books.
holding up some random books. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. You're welcome to take anything that you find here with you, just under the promise that you will return it or replace it if it were to be damaged, yes.
Oh, of course. I will do that. And that's it.
Oh, before we go, Eleander, do you happen to have any books on the rune that was on the ground? Said it was a specific type. What was it?
Well, you guys wouldn't have recognized
spell.
what type. I'm afraid not. I do know of some spells that can hinder and obstruct a foe's path. What are they called? Great and powerful magics, they are. Wall of Force and Force Cage and other such, but I'm not sure. Magic is not quite my specialty.
That is totally fair. Thank you so very much. You've been wonderful.
Okay, so now those of you going to the Saltmarsh house. Which remind me again, Finn.
I think it's Finn, Quandle, and
Finn, Quandle, Mylord. Got it. Bam.
Big Pig.
Going to the Saltmarsh house. knocking on the door, you don't immediately get a reply.
Oh yeah, they might be thinking about the attack. Of
Yes, the
the
Saltmarsh would be in the war console.
No, let's head. We'll quickly head there then.
Okay. Heading to the council chambers, which is nearby. Knocking on the door. Scarrett, the Saltmarsh, even comes to the door and answers. Yes. We've already compensated you, right?
No, it's not. Sorry to interrupt you. It's not that. I'm looking for some information. I don't know if you have it or if it might be in your personal library or history books at your house. Do you have any information on a cleric of St. Cuthbert that was in the town years ago?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, we've been at Crabber's Cove. We've come across something interesting up there in one of the old houses. It's a symbol on the floor. Judging from it, we think it's come from a cleric of St. Cuthbert, but some of us have gone to the library. As you can tell that this isn't the full party, but the rest of us have come to you to ask if you have.
You hear a voice kind of shout from behind him, "Scarrett, get in here! We have more to discuss!" And he looks back to you. I am quite sorry. I'm sure that whatever you're talking about is very important, but we must prepare the city for the Sagian attack. I must be back.
All right. Bye.
He turns around and just closes the door.
Pointless council leader. Let's go meet up with the other guys. We'll leave it.
Okay. So everybody groups back up.
Yep.
And then
Oh, that they're busy discussing the Sagian attack, so we didn't get anything from Saltmarsh. Did you get anything?
Yeah, we got Eleander was very helpful. He told us about the undead and how you can quote unquote truly kill them versus what lore tends to say. And clerics of St. Cuthbert are apparently very good and are focused on protection and are the foe of evil creatures. So he's probably down there for a good reason.
So are you saying that I lied to him, or you lied to him, sorry, and then we try and kill him?
It's something we could do. I'm a little concerned at how powerful he might be. However, he hasn't eaten in a while, and we could get the jump on him. And worst case scenario, we just run away and he can't come out.
Well, providing that none of us are silly enough to scratch the marking on the floor, we should be okay. Yeah.
And did we see his coffin?
Well, there was a 6 foot by 3 foot wide box that I'm guessing would be his coffin.
Did say his coffin was destroyed, remember?
no.
Was it not? Did you not say that?
No, he did not say it was destroyed. And yes, you did see a box that was roughly coffin shaped.
Well,
I think
If
we
we
could
are-
take him. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, if we assume that's his coffin, then killing him would be okay. If that's not his coffin, killing him is just a bad idea.
Do we want to run that risk?
I like how they're talking like they can kill him.
I
Like,
mean,
hold on, let me check
it's,
this.
it's still kind of a grey area. We could always just grab one of the old people and try and bait him
4.
into
Okay,
a lie.
alright, so here we go. We have 6 level 4s. 6 level 4s.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't like the idea of potentially feeding this thing.
That is a deadly encounter.
I mean, we have two choices. We lie to him. Well, actually, technically, we lie to him. We kill him. Or we just ignore him.
I kind of want to know. He said he has information about the whole city. I think I want to know what it is. I'm one of these people that delve in. I need this information. It's something we could probably use. If
Do you
it's
think?
juicy enough, if it's true as well.
Yeah, that's my question. He's been trapped down there for how long? I'm betting he doesn't have that much information. Seems like a ploy.
How about this? Instead of going into the moral grey area and kidnapping an old person and trying to feed him, how about I use myself?
What?
We speak to him. See if we can get the information. And if that comes out, we'll see what we'll talk to him about. Possibly releasing him if he leaves Saltmarsh. If he can come in on a boat, he can leave on a boat.
Like I'm more than willing to admit that I love moral gray and I'm willing to get onto the shady side of life, but freeing one of these things doesn't seem like a good idea regardless of how much information it has. I'm kind of in option number 3 where we ignore it for now. He's not going anywhere. And we can come back later and deal with him when we want. As long as we don't tell anyone that he's down there, things should carry on status quo.
But
Not
even
worried
then,
about anything happening if, let's say, the village gets invaded or something. Maybe they.
Well, then he's their problem.
I let's just go see if we could talk to him without giving him a promise of release. And let's just see if we can pry this information out of him before we have to deal with like this invasion that's going on.
All right, well, I'm gonna try my best to stay in the shadows, and I don't wanna talk to this thing. It just rubs me the wrong way.
So, after running around town, all this time, Pass Without a Trace would have worn off. Are you going to recast?
I can dump a key point in it.
No, I'm not gonna request.
So no Cast Without a Trace. Got it.
I will. I got it.
Okay. Yeah, he's Shadow Monk.
And if you really want Dusk, it can just be me and you go in and speak to him and leave these guys out here, just in case they're a bit too loud again.
Maybe they don't want to be left behind.
Well, yeah. I mean, anyone can go. Might as well bring the party. But like I said, I don't want to talk to this thing. And if I can stay away from it and hide in the shadows, I will.
Who is all trying to hide? If you were gonna try and stay hidden, make a stealth check.
And you all get +10.
All right.
Stealthy Bob.
So Barrels and Dusk are gonna kind of hang in the back and stay hidden, while the other 4 just walk down the stairs and are confrontational. Not, like, you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So walking down, Finn, as you approach, you see the lid to the box lift up, and he steps out and approaches the doorway. Have you come to a decision?
Firstly, I'd like to know what you know about Saltmarsh.
I will trade nothing with you without some kind of assurance.
I assure you, because I think I can. Give me a sec.
Eat me!
I assure you that I can feed you if you give me some of this information.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Ooh. Oof.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, it was a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, that was a terrible roll.
He looks at you and he says, "No, I am quite capable of feeding myself. I merely need you to remove this circle and set me free. Trust me." And he kind of stoops down, right? He puts his hands on his knees and kind of stoops down like an adult talking with a child, staring you directly in your eyes. Trust me. We can all be friends.
I knew that was coming.
I need a wisdom save, Finn.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh shit! Here we go. Game on.
So you are charmed, and the next words are the vampire speaks. Come to me. It's impossible to resist. And you begin to walk forward up to the the threshold.
I'll
I'm going to grab the.
back off. Swing his arms backward.
No, I'm going to grab things.
You should let him go. He very clearly wants to come in here with me.
You looked strange to him. I don't like this.
Yeah. Let's. That.
Hey, Fiend. Are you okay?
Here we go. So let's say he is here. Mark is there. Barrels and Dusk are in the shadows. So it looks something like this. And just so that we have some dimensions here, say that this room is about yay big. Here is the, why is that a circle? Here's the entrance to the chamber beyond, which is smaller. Again. Okay. So we're just gonna say currently Finn is grappled. And then let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Nice roll, Sweet Pea.
I know, I'm surprised.
Ignores Quandle's 24.
Oh
Yeah,
shoot,
it's-
there were two. I didn't even see that.
It's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what
wasted.
happened.
And there was even a nat 1.
Yeah, kind of wasted since the vampire has 5.
Alright. So, Quandle, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to ask the party if we actually plan to fight the vampire. It seems hostile.
Does it?
I can't say anything, right?
You can, but right now that vampire is your best friend in the whole world.
No, he seems fine to me. Not a problem.
If no one is saying anything, I'm just dodging.
What about you, Sweet Pea?
Oh dear. Is he within? Oh, he's grappled. So can I like grapple him away from the grapple?
I mean, you'd have to wrench him out of Mark's grasp in order to do that.
Oh, I see. I thought it was grappled by the vamp. Never mind. Sorry. Misheard that. I mean, I guess I'll just hold an action again.
Hold an action to do what?
Attack the vampire if he somehow steps out. Then that's just it. I'll just wait.
So if the vampire leaves the room, attack.
Leaves his circle. Yeah.
Alright, Dusk currently hidden. What would you like to do?
I'm shooting an arrow at this guy's face.
Okay. Advantage because you're hidden.
Ooh, nice. I forgot about that.
Okay. The arrow flies out from the corner and hits the vampire. He doesn't even flinch. Seems to do absolutely nothing to him. Instead, he just kind of looks at you. Why would you do this?
You don't get to say that. We're either fighting this guy or we're leaving him here to rot.
I have done nothing to you. Why would you attack me? How about you, Mark?
Mark's going to put Finn on his shoulders and walk outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Finn, would you allow him to do that?
No, that's going to be struggling.
Yeah. So you can't take him and just carry him out. You can drag him at half speed.
I'll do that.
All right, which will put you just at the edge of the room here.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Barrel's still hidden. What would you like to do?
Seeing as I'm still hidden, he has no idea I'm here. I'm gonna move up to here and start concentrating on a spell, ready in action. I'm gonna whisper you the spell.
Okay. And then Finn?
What do I need to break the grapple?
Athletics or acrobatics contested by Mark. Uh-oh. Mark?
Let it.
Oh! All right, so you try to wiggle free, but he maintains his grip. Okay. And what's the trigger for that?
If the vampire comes out.
Daddy,
Huh.
just for this, since it's my best friend, and I'm kind of willing to do anything for this vampire, on Mark's roll, I'm actually going to use cutting words.
You could do that, except it actually costs your action to try and escape the grapple. Oh, no, cutting words. You're a lore bard. You're going to reduce his roll. Yes, do that. So, let's see it. What is your bardic inspiration? 3? Even.
Oh, dang.
Oh, what happens in the event of a tie between players? Usually the players choose, but you guys are on opposite ends, so I'm gonna do what's most fun for me. Finnegan breaks free.
Oh, it's an action to dash, right?
Yes, but you still have all of your movement because you haven't done it.
I'm going to use a reaction, and I'll use booming blade on.
Can I trigger my prepared spell?
Okay. Quandle, you did not ready an action. You dodged. Oh wait, no, that was. I'm sorry, that wasn't Quandle talking. That was Mark. Mark, you want to attack a friendly with booming blade as a reaction? Can you booming blade as a reaction for an op attack?
I have war caster.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
I can.
So go ahead and booming blade first. We'll see how relevant that makes it. What is this game right now? Okay, well, that's a hit for 10.
And 2 if he walks on.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna keep walking, so he takes the full 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you wanted to use the held spell that you linked to me earlier. Go ahead and use it. Yeah, that's what he told me he was readying. So gust of wind straight like this.
Oh my god.
Succeeded. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot. So he can still make it. Because at that... Oh, no, wait. What's your max move? Isn't it only 25?
25.
Yeah, so moving through this line would be double movement. So right there, that is your max move of 25.
Wouldn't he get pushed away?
When they start their turn in line, must succeed a strength save or be pushed. Any creature in the line must spend additional movement when moving through it.
That's kind of making me sad. That doesn't make much sense. But okay, if you say.
Well, he didn't enter into the room. So, I mean, it did do something. Not a whole lot, though, because as we learned earlier, that vampire can reach just outside the chamber. And that's exactly what he'll do. So he extends his hand out past the barrier, grabs Finn, and yanks him into the room with him. And I'm assuming you just don't resist. Because we're best friends. No, yeah. So he grabs him.
Curious. Does Finn make a will save on damage?
Oh, for the charm? No, I don't believe so. Will save.
I think I do.
Nope. It can repeat the saving throw each time the vampire or the companions do anything harmful to the target.
To the
it
target,
can.
which was me.
Oh, I didn't get that far. No, it doesn't say that.
Each time the vampire. Oh no,
or the vampire or the vampire's companions, which did not happen. because you guys are not the vampire's companions. So far, nothing harmful from the vampire has happened. So no say here. I'm gonna mark you as charmed so I don't forget. So he pulls him into the room, and he's kind of got him by the back of the shirt. He's like dangling him in midair, and he's shouting to all of you now, "Let me out! Do it, or I bite him." He'll let me do it. Won't you let me do it?
I show my neck.
Yeah, see? He just kind of exposes next to the vampire. And the vampire starts shouting again. "I'm so very hungry. I don't think I can resist for long. Free me now, or your friend is dead." Quandle?
I'm not sure if saving Finnegan is like letting a vampire go. Yeah, I have no idea what I would want to do in this situation.
Well, I can't respond until my turn.
Okay, I'll do one thing. Just so Finnegas doesn't disturb the circle, I'm going to cast Hold Person on him.
You're gonna cast Hold Person on the vampire?
No, Finnegas.
Hold Person on Finn.
Yeah, so he doesn't touch the circle.
Alright, well, you are paralyzed.
Sorry, Finn. That's all.
Sleepy. Sleepy, you start your turn inside the gust of wind. You have to make a strength save.
13
Strength.
DC.
Whoop.
15 feet towards that wall here.
There you go. Then it's difficult terrain or something.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain to move through.
Yep, moving closer to me is difficult to win.
That's 15, 30.
Oh yeah, 3 squares. Yep, 30 feet.
I honestly don't know what to do now.
You're standing.
I kind of don't want him to die, but I mean, honestly, what other choice do we have, right?
Do what you feel is right.
Yeah, what would Sweet Pea do?
I would. I take my axe and make this tiniest cut in the barrier.
Okay. And as you do, there's a flash of radiant light, and then the barrier, it's still there, etched into the floor, but now, instead of being marked in runes, it seems to be just made out of chalk. And the vampire smiles and immediately disappears from sight. Shitting me right. Finn falls to the ground and seems to blink as the charm is let go. You guys have chosen most wisely. The sound seems to emanate from everywhere within the chamber. You.
Is he still here?
I don't know.
He can't move that fast. I don't think.
Are you finished, Sweet Pea?
Does that count as an action?
Yes, you attack
Oh,
the
well,
barrier.
yeah, that's all I can do, pretty much.
Alright. Dusk.
And in front of the door and just call out, "You didn't have to charm him. We were coming down to let you out anyways."
Are you finished?
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
Immediately next to you, you hear him speak. Do not lie to me! As he smacks you for 5 damage. Mark?
You gonna attack us, Ago? No.
You lied to me. I offered you everything. And instead it came to this? Move out of my way before I wipe you off of this earth like pieces from a chessboard. I will end you if you impede me any further.
Okay. Now, open passage for.
And end your turn.
Yes.
Alright, he will use his last legendary action for the round to move. And he begins to walk through the door.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
If you want to take it.
No, whoops.
Okay, it just kind of breezes past him. But he stops moving and he turns around. If this is what you'd like. Barrels?
Well, it looked so good, like 2 turns before, like 2 movements before. Normal plan is shattered.
God, just please let him go.
Move to here. Stop concentrating on.
Okay, so you move here and do what now?
I stop concentrating on Gust of Wind.
Okay.
And I prepare a Thorn Whip strike against the vampire should he attack back.
Finn is currently paralyzed, unless Quandle drops concentration.
I guess I wouldn't know that he's not chunked anymore, since he hasn't been able to do anything to show that, so I wouldn't.
That is very fair. Also gain inspiration for good roleplay at the expense of your teammates. Alright.
I think he gets the wisdom save at the end. At the end of its turn. Yeah, he can make a wisdom save.
Oh, against the hold, right.
Yep.
He passes, right?
Yep.
Alright. So it's the vampire's turn. He tried to leave. You guys wouldn't let him. So now he's gonna turn around and he's gonna put in some work here. And as he attacks, as he attacks, that's gonna hit for 11 against Dusk, and that'll provoke your held action barrels. Uh-huh.
Totally missed it.
Oh my god, guys.
Alright. After that first attack, he's gonna come back around and like he doesn't even look like he's actually trying right now. Like when he attacks you, it's just like an open hand, just a very stern flap, and he smacks you a second time. Max, does he smack you? Yes, he does. For 12 bludgeoning. Yes. So you're going to cutting words and reduce his attack roll, and that will make it a miss. So he does not smack you for 12. He is 100% giving it. He's just like, stop interrupting me! Alright, after that, he is finished. Goes back to Quandle. That won them a vampire!
I still don't want to fight him. I know that he can kill me. So I just yell out, just let him go. And that's all.
End of your turn. He'll use his first legendary action for this round. And he makes another backhand towards Dusk. Unfortunately, Twitch God gave me that. So he swings and Dusk ducks down and misses.
Thank you.
Sweet Pea?
I go to check if Finn, like, is he up and he's fine?
Yep.
All right.
I don't know if you say anything to him or you just look at him and go,
so, like,
oh, yeah.
Is he still your friend?
No. But
Okay, good.
but what you see is Finn's like visibly shaking and kind of crying because he didn't get bitten.
I'll just walk up next to the vampire and I'll just ready. I'll just try to grapple him if somebody tells me to. I'll just
grapple the okay.
if someone should I get him? Should I get him? I'm just asking her, and I'll ready to like
Try
jump
and
on him.
grapple. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. End of your turn. Second legendary action for the round. Gonna try and give Misa another slap. Slap. Oh God, that sucks.
That's a hard wall.
And then Dusk.
All right, my friend said to let you go. You have my word. I won't take a swing at you when you leave. You're free to go. And that's my turn. Patient defense.
Patient. Oh, that your action is post. So that's dodging.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dodge. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I know I already advanced the tracker, but he doesn't care that you're dodging. You have slighted him. Oh, even with the disadvantage, he lands a good one on your cheek for another 12 bludgeoning.
Could you stop rolling max damage?
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, that's like 3 in a row where he hit for 12, but 2 of them missed. So, all right, Mark.
You want to help slap Dusk just to get out of the way?
I'm going to. I'm going to slap Dusk too, but I'll push him back.
So you'll slap Dusk
Shove.
with a shove act. Okay, so you're gonna do no damage. You're just
Yeah.
gonna shove.
Just shoving him out. So the vampire can leave already.
All right, so D20 plus strength. Oh shit! All right.
Poggers.
So can you paint me a picture here? I'm imagining the mightiest of slaps. How does this play out?
Slap right in the middle of his chest. Slap. Right in the solar plexus. Right?
Okay. So then he goes kind of stumbling back, and I imagine
Yes.
he just lands prone, like sitting down, like looking up, like.
And that's it.
Vampire looks at you and nods approvingly.
Are we all slapping Dusk? I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna also slap him also as he runs past me with this spell here.
Slap him with a heel.
You idiot!
It's a touch
Smack!
spell.
Heal for 6. Alright,
That's my turn.
Finn? Come on, Cat, you gotta
Finn
get out
stares
of
at
the
the vampire. Turns around, stares at the box. You were meant to bite me on the box.
The vampire doesn't seem to react at all to you attacking the coffin behind him. It's like,
Awesome.
it means nothing to me. That was just another part of the trap sprung for me by the cleric. My sarcophagus is elsewhere.
Well, you're a little bitch. You were meant to bite me.
It can still be arranged. And he motions a finger, like, come here.
I'll take it.
Cat, really? What are we doing? Do I need to hold you? Okay, come here. Come here right now. I will pet you so hard. Okay, here we go. Good kitty. Yes, we are good kitty. How do I touch the keyboard now? You didn't think about that, did you, fatty? Okay. Alright, is that it then?
That's as far as I can move, yeah.
Alright, so the vampire, he steps forward. Are you sure that you want this?
I am.
Even if I were to bite you, there is no guarantee that vampirism will take you. There's no guarantee that you will survive the bite at all.
I understand.
Might need to slap Finn too, maybe. I mean, he's talking crazy right now. So he looks down at you, and as you are willing, he's just going to lean in and give you a chomping. So you take. Get out of here. You take 16. Your max hit points is reduced by 9. And you didn't die. So sorry. So then he turns around and begins to leave. And without anybody stopping him, he is gone, and that is the end of combat.
Weirdest fight we've been in, so
Yeah?
plenty of slapping.
No, don't
Shouldn't have been a fight at all.
get off the microphone.
I
You can't.
Knew we shouldn't
Rub
have
on the
come back
microphone.
here. This was bad, bad, bad. We don't tell anyone about this.
Well,
I'll go back to my to our house and start reading some books. Bye. And then I leave.
Everybody going back to your house?
Can I copy out what this rune of binding looks like in a spare journal or something?
You can, sure. Given a little bit of time, you can make a very crude copy. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back to where we're sleeping and nurse my wounds.
Good. Good. Alright, here, kitty, go over there. Because I can't hold you and run the game. As you guys head back to your house to kind of examine things. Wait a minute. As you approach your house, you see that there is a man sitting cross-legged on the ground in front of the main entrance. He is he's got a very kind of lightly tinted green skin. And his clothes look somewhat formal. Almost like that of a butler or a work hand for somewhere very extravagant. And this half-orc man, he has his hair, which is a salt and pepper gray, pulled back in a ponytail, and he has a single tusk that juts out from his lower jaw. And as you guys start to approach, he stands up, kind of brushes himself off, and then he stands with his chest puffed out, and he places his hands behind his back, and he kind of closes his eyes and looks up towards the sky. It's nice to meet you. I am Albrecht. I'm sorry. Wrong name. I am Vertheg, and I have come on the behest of my master, Albrecht.
Mark will pass right by him and go inside the house and start reading a book.
I'm walking right past too, saying sorry, can't talk right now, and I'm going to take a short rest.
Oh, do not allow me to impede your rest. Maybe if you will allow, I can come and speak with you while you recuperate.
Come in, sit down.
Excellent. And he comes into the main
sit on
hall.
the sofa.
And he sits down as instructed. Have you... I apologize if I have come at a bad time.
No, it's fine. What's wrong? What's happening?
Well, my master has sent me to find a number of adventurers, people who are quite capable of handling things of a sensitive nature.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
Oh, good. Excellent. You see, my master is very, very wealthy, and he was once a captain of a ship that had been lost for quite some time. And this ship has, well, the wreckage of it has recently been discovered. And my master would like to hire the lot of you to assist in recovering an item of great importance. He reaches out and fishes out a folded piece of parchment from his vest pocket and holds it towards all of you.
I'll take it and open it and read it.
It's a promissory note, and it says 10% of any findings recovered. And it's signed in a very fancy script, and it says Aubric at the bottom.
Okay. What is it we're finding? And if we're being offered 10%, it must be worth a hell of a lot.
I'm afraid I am not privy to the master's details. I am just to deliver the message and inform you that if you would like to speak more on the matter, that he makes his days at the Empty Net, the tavern on the southern end of town. And to my understanding, the contents of a certain box are what the master seeks, and that the value of this box is well within 10,000 gold pieces.
Right.
Do you know when he needs it back?
Well, we are not native to Saltmarsh. We have just come here because we have heard tales of your adventures, and we thought that you could help us. We do not intend to stay long, so maybe you should meet with him soon. I, however, will be off. I have been away for too long, as I have waited here for your return.
Right. Well, inform Aubric will come and speak to him tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay, so he nods, and then he starts to walk off towards the Empty Net. While the rest of you take a long rest then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, go ahead and take your rest.
Sounds good.
We'll take a short, just quick 5 minutes for restroom, water, all that happy stuff. I'll be right back.
I've been trying for 2 years. Saw an opportunity. I was at 20 health and I didn't die.
Feels bad, man.
Did Finn try to bury himself outside?
It wouldn't work. And Finn knows this because he's more bad. Finn is sad. Steve is sadder.
Okay, I'm back.
Stop calling me.
Steve, that is the damage that you could have taken if the vampire bit you when I paralyzed you.
I know.
I'm glad he didn't do it.
I'm sad.
Said what?
That wasn't the damage done to me.
Daddy, where's my pseudo dragon?
Silver Dragon? What?
Pseudo. Pseudo.
Oh, pseudo dragon.
Pseudo. Yes, that.
I don't know.
Is he not on the house?
He should 100% be in your journal. I don't know why he's not. I think this was the one where, for some reason, it wouldn't let me drag it to the tabletop. Oh, let me see. There we go. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Now I added it to your journal. So you tell me what folder it's in. Because it didn't create a it didn't create a sheet.
It's in.
Oh, I see it.
Creatures and monsters.
There we go. Now it's in the player folder. You totally have a pseudo dragon.
Yay! I'm not using it for anything.
I forgot we had that.
I in my head, I imagine it like in Futurama when Bender he gets a pet, it just opens up his chest plate and keeps him in there. It's like all right, so now what?
Well, Finn's waking up the next morning and waking the party with breakfast in bed, apologising. And then explaining that we need to go to the empty net to meet Albrecht.
Yeah, man, but we're gonna need to talk about this more later. Like, turning into a vampire, that's a bad freaking idea. And we need to understand that we come across any more ancient evils locked behind some warning. If one of us gets behind there, we write them off. We don't free the evil, right? Can we agree on that?
Sweet Pea's the one who let him out.
I didn't let them out, so...
Yeah, I made sure he doesn't let him out. I didn't think someone else would.
This was about as bad as it could go, so this needs to be a good learning experience.
I have totally taken this on board. See? Damn it!
Yeah, totally believable.
Now let's go to the empty net.
Empty net.
Yeah, I'm fuming. Don't expect me to talk a lot today. I'm pissed.
8. All right. As you travel to the empty net, remember that this is a very kind of seedy establishment. This was the tavern that seems to cater to a very rough crowd. The very sea-hardened workers and men. And as you approach, you can see that there are a few people that are just kind of just casually like brawling outside while onlookers drink from mugs of ale and kind of cheer them on. walking in, you can see people playing dragon chess and cards with little piles of coins on the table, and the entire establishment kind of reeks of a combination of like fish guts from the green market nearby, and salty sea air, and musk and bo. So it's not a very pleasant establishment unless you're specifically into that kind of scene.
It doesn't affect Finn anyway in the slightest. So I don't know about the rest of the party.
So as you walk in, you see the half orc butler kind of standing next to an older man who is hunched over, drinking from a mug of ale. You see the orc, when he spots you, kind of leans down and tells the man, who turns around to look at the six of you. Very apparent that this man has seen better days. His clothes are very fine. It's obvious that he has some kind of air of nobility, but they're a little dirty and tattered. And even though they are very fine and exquisite clothing, they're not really like fashionable. Like, they're very old, and he keeps his iron gray hair cropped short, and his mustache is very neatly tended, but it looks like a giant silver caterpillar on his upper lip. It's one of those, big and bushy. As he looks at you, he kind of lets out a little belch, and then he gestures all of you to come forward.
I'll go sit with him.
Nice to meet you. Points to himself and says simply, Albrecht.
Finn, niggas.
Who's your friends?
The big one that looks like he's made out of metal, that's Mark. The little tiny beard is Barrels. The very pissed off one in the cloak's Dusk. That's Sweet Pea, and that's Quan.
Nice to meet you. Business?
The letter that you sent for us.
Yes. Talk now.
You first.
I once a captain. Had me own ship. Emperor of the waves. Kinda legal. Made many coins. Aye, many coins. Ship goes missing. Shipwrecked. Sinks to bottom sea. But heard a tale that the Emperor has come back to surface, and if it's there, maybe all of my old cargo is still there too. We recover it, we'll all be stinking rich, wealthier beyond your dreams. There is a magic box that would have been in the hold of the ship at the lowest point. If it's there, bring it to me. Inside, promissory notes, property deeds, well over 100,000 gold. I will give you 10%. And he kind of reaches into his pocket and pulls out a pouch. As a gesture of good faith, an advance payment, 200 coins. I need that box. Is anybody going to say anything or just going to stare at the man?
20%.
20%. I'm giving you 10,000 coins. You don't think that's enough?
We're doing all the hard work.
Aye, but I also have to pay for you to get there. I have to arrange a crew to ship you out to where the Emperor is supposed to be Q-hauled.
That's fair. 15.
Does he speak for all of you?
I accept 10%.
He looks back to Dusk. It looks like your crew has decided for you.
I turn around and walk out the door.
He holds out his hand. 10% of the holdings in the box. You're welcome to keep anything you find upon the ship, but the box is mine. It doesn't matter much to you. You wouldn't be able to open it anyway.
What's the location of the ship? I mean, I don't expect you to tell me the exact location, but I just want to know how long it takes for us to get there.
It's several days out from shore.
We cannot accept the job at this exact moment. We have other things to do.
Oh? And what would that be?
Getting set for fight?
Ah, I've heard about this. I sit inside the council chambers, being from a noble house myself. But it matters not. The council and the lizard folk and all the other manners of the sea creatures, they don't feel that the attack is near as imminent as they had thought.
Well, I mean, for 10,000 coins, I think we can do it, guys, and be back in time.
Well, if that's the go, then I guess we can do it. I just want to check with the Saltmarsh before we leave.
Aye. So, we have an accord. You all work for me now.
For now, and I'll offer him my hand.
Alright, he shakes it, and he says, Woolgar Windrune, dwarf. He has a sailing ship that's currently moored near Prime Water Mansion. I have employed the service of him and his crew to take you out to where the Emperor is currently moored. He owns the Soul of Winter, and it would behoove you to meet with him when you are ready to depart.
Okay, so we'll go speak to the Saltmarsh, and then we'll head off to meet your dwarven friend.
Alright. He turns around and resumes drinking. I have a room here. I will be awaiting your return.
Okay,
Yep.
Let's go.
So I guess we would head to the Saltmarsh to confirm that the information is good, that the attack isn't coming.
We should probably check the council chambers before we head to the Saltmarsh house, just in case they're there.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Alright. Heading to the council hall. As you head that way, you pass Dusk, who's kind of sulking in the street.
What you got? Let's go.
You guys realize we could have took that guy for a hell of a lot more. I don't plan on being on this ship forever.
We're on this ship until the captain says otherwise, to be honest.
Yeah, and a lot of coin could go a long way to get him off our backs. Just follow in tow behind everyone.
All right. Heading to the council. You have a brief discussion with everyone present. The Salmors, the Lizard Folk ambassadors, the Owlins, they are of the impression that the Sahuagin have delayed their attack simply because everyone is anticipating it. They intend to drag it out to hold until everyone anticipates it the least and then attack. So they have no idea when the Sahuagin will come, but they think that it'll be longer than the initial 10-day window they had originally said.
Well, that sounds good.
No, that sounds bad.
As long as you guys don't let your guard down, we should be back in time. Then if they're going to keep trying to just, like, starve us out or whatever they're trying.
Yep, he nods. We will continue to make the appropriate precautions. We've already, well, and he kind of opens up the door, allowing you to see further into the chamber, and you see that there are a few members of the Dwarven mining and smithing guilds here as well. We are taking steps to mend the disquiet between the dwarves and the other residents of Saltmarsh. They have agreed to prepare weapons to arm the citizens of Saltmarsh and the lizard folk, so that we can properly defend ourselves.
Good, and I hope you can keep the accord going with the with the dwarves, and I'll do the same as I'm talking about it, and I'll stare at barrels like.
Shut up! Just shut up! Just shut up!
Must
say
be
anything.
Usually not.
All right. So then he closes the door to the console, and then you guys are doing what?
Heading to the dwarven guy whose name I missed.
Wait a second. Was there someone in the town selling magical items?
Yes, Captain Zendros, the Tiefling.
Yeah, now that we have some gold, I think we could visit him.
Her.
Oh, okay. Her.
we'll go visit her first.
Okay. So heading to Captain Zendros, you see the same scene as before. A great number of crates and barrels outside of the establishment, and a large number of dockhands and laborers moving stuff about as she kind of stands and commands them. And as you guys approach, she looks to all of you. So, what is it you come for now? Did you happen to find the apparatus of Qualish that I asked for?
Sadly, no.
Then, what are you doing here?
I was interested if you have any magical items on hand that you could sell.
Well, before we discuss anything further, you need to pay my retainer. It's 50 gold pieces just to engage in services with me as a broker.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. /TR. 2D100. So she starts. She pulls out a ledger and starts looking at it. What do I have here? Well, I have some bracers that are said to be of very fine craftsmanship. They are leather, and she kind of scrolls down like she's running her finger on a piece of paper, like she's reading details of it. Made of leather construction, elvish etchings, have a engraving of like a bow and arrow on the side. And then what else do I have? A rust-colored bag said to be able to produce very fine effects, and don't really know what that means, but that's something.
Do you have a book that doesn't deteriorate?
And oh wait, there's more. I also have, if I can find it, oh god, I have a spell scroll, not a book, but I do have this. It's I also have a magic potion said to be the color of the sun and seems to be on fire. It's unusual. That's very nice. And then we also have another potion, silvery in color. It seems to have a bit of a fingernail in it. Very gross. I don't know who would drink that. And another magical scroll, if you'd like that instead, maybe? I don't know. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for a special book that doesn't suffer from water or fire.
Doesn't water or fire.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't catch fire, doesn't get wet.
Unfortunately, no, I don't think I have anything of that kind.
But could you look it for me?
Oh god.
Like, search it for me?
Well, it'll take me some time. A couple weeks worth of searching. Let me That's what?
That's fine for me.
Let me see if I can put some feelers out there.
While they are out, they could also look for a better weapon for me, and I'll show my API.
Okay, alright. Well, what kind of weapon are you looking for exactly? Just something enchanted or something, something...
Just something enchanted.
So... nothing specific.
Well, it has to be a rapier.
Ah,
use anything else.
A special rapier. Okay. Well, first things first. You there, robot. If you want us to look for this special book, It'll cost you 150 gold pieces for me to send my men out to search.
Okay. Do I have to pay now?
Yes, of course you have to pay now.
Okay. And I'll give her the gold, the 15 platinum pieces.
All right, and then you, if you would like a magically imbued rapier, then let me see here. And you see she's got charts and tables. She's comparing like what you're asking for with an estimated value for her work. Okay, here it is. That would cost you about 600 gold for me to find.
Is that just like finding it, or is that actually the bag ice I would buy it back on you?
Well, I mean, you're paying me to acquire it for you. Once I have it, I will bring it and give it to you. Oh, unless, of course, you don't trust me.
I will completely accept that bag ice if my companions give me some gold.
How much do you need?
86.
86 gold.
2 weeks.
I'll give him the 9
Common,
platinum
magic
pieces.
item.
Okay, then I'll
spell
hand
book.
the 600 gold.
3 weeks. Uncommon, magic item, +1 rapier. Okay, she takes your 600 gold. Anyone else while we're handling things?
What kind of daggers do you have?
I've already listed you everything I have on stock. I have a bunch of potions, some spell scrolls, that rust-colored bag, and I don't remember what the first item I said was.
Did you say the bag could conjure tricks?
And
or
bracers.
do tricks?
Yeah, it was the leather bracers. That's all I have on me. But if you'd like to commission me to find something more specific, something more exquisitely aligned to your tastes, then I can do that for a nominal fee. Oh, also, he paid my retainer, pointing to Mark. Then he points back to Quandle. You need to pay my retainer as well.
No, it's 50, right?
50 gold pieces, yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give him the 5 platinum pieces.
I'll check your stock once the other items have been acquired, if that's okay.
Well, I can assure nothing. By then, my stock will surely have changed.
That's not a problem. I look forward to seeing what you have next time.
What how much would it cost to find an enchanted short sword?
Short sword, huh? Once again, she checks the charts. Well, I think that for that, probably cost you 600 gold and my retainer.
And how much do you want for that string? For that potion with the fingernail in it?
Does it actually say? Anything? Oh, there it is. Durr. Okay, that would be a rare item. So she looks at it and looks at you, says, well, just for you, because I like your face, I would say I could part with it for 2,500 gold pieces.
And what about that backpack?
The sack?
Yes, the rust-covered bag.
300 gold pieces.
How about the short sword and the bag for 760? That's all I've got.
I don't know where you believe you to be, but here at Captain Zendros, you will pay the lady what she is owed.
How much do you have, Dusk?
I have 760. How about, can you put that backpack on hold for me for when we get back?
I make no promises.
I can pay the bag for you.
Are you sure?
Wait, you had to borrow
Yeah,
money
it's fine.
to commission for the weapon. Oh no, that was him. You're a different person.
Yeah. All right. I will happily commission for the short sword and take that bag off your hands, and I will pay you back afterwards.
So you pay her 600 to hunt for the short sword. And her retainer.
Correct.
And I pay the 300 for.
Okay, and she gives you this small rust-colored bag. It's about the, like something you could hold in your hand, like the size of a softball. And when you open it and look inside, you can see it's got these tiny, almost like kiwi-sized orbs in it that seem to be covered in fur.
Lovely. I was hoping that was what it was.
Could I take a look at the spell scrolls you mentioned?
Yes. One of them is a scroll of protection, which items I can actually find in the compendium. Weird. The other one is a random level 1 spell scroll. What would be a good level 1 spell scroll, chat? Just give me one. I had to roll like 9 things. Let's cure wounds? Sure. It's a spell scroll of cure wounds.
Scroll of protection and cure.
Yep. Why can't I find scroll of protection though? I have to pull out the actual book.
Oh, this can be good against the fight. The fight against the vampire.
Barrels wants some magic items. This is going to be fun. How to explain?
Did you find the scroll of protection? I saw it mentioned, but I didn't find.
Yeah, I found on the internet.
P
I don't know if
Q
it's
R.
right, but I'll post.
Oh, I got it. DMG 199. Each scroll of protection works against a specific type of creature chosen by the DM or determined randomly by rolling on the following table. Read the scroll encloses you an invisible barrier. The barrier prevents creatures of the specific type from entering or affecting anything within. The cylinder moves with you and remains centered on you. However, if you move in such a way, a creature that would be inside the effect is cancelled. And you want to roll a D100? Undead.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Vampires are undead, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
It is a rare scroll, so as you eyeball it, she looks to you and smiles. For you, only 2,500 gold.
2,500 gold?
2,500 gold.
Ooh.
Oh, I see. This may be a little rich for you. Let me take that
Yes.
back. Yes!
Let me give it back to her.
Barrels, do you need anything? Rings, bracers, amulets, a staff?
He just gave you a bunch of words.
Barrels is gonna pull out one of his torches and light it on fire, and then use control frames cantrip to paint an image, like to form the fire into an image.
What is the image?
Well, it's two images. The first image is a stick, a staff.
What kind of staff?
The second image is a snake, a large snake.
So she looks at you, right? And she kind of puts her hand on her chin. And she's like, Staff of the Python.
Shake the head. Oh,
No?
wait, sorry. Yes, not head.
Okay. Yes, I know of which you speak. If you need this staff, I can acquire it for you.
Not the head again.
Oh.
And ask her, what is it you require?
She looks at her sheet and she's like, actually, I already have a lead on this one. I think I could have it by the end of the week.
Ask her, what is it you require?
Oh, yes. Well, in this case, 300 gold pieces and my retainer.
Sorry, how much is one platinum piece worth? 100 gold?
One.
It's 30 platinum pieces.
Yeah, it's 10 to 1.
10.
So 30 platinum
okay.
would be 1 week.
Well, I have on me 204 gold, 65 silver, and 6 platinum. I'm gonna need to calculate.
I'm gonna pitch in.
How much do you have? Because we should have all got 650 or 65 platinum each from that cave.
Oh, I only entered 6.
Yeah, we got 65 each. Let me double check.
65 platinum each?
Oh, no. You're right.
That'd be like 700 gold each.
Yeah, it's my bad.
Only a few seconds.
I don't we die today? We don't have time.
We don't have time to die today? Is that what you said?
Yeah, looks like it.
I don't have enough money on me. That's sad.
How much do you need?
What was her rate again?
It depends on the item, and then there's rolls I have to make to determine. She told you that for your staff, it would be 300 gold and her retainer of 50 gold a week.
That's what I have.
All right, so 350. Okay. Anybody else want to try and conscript something? Sweet Pea's over there racking his brain. Finnegan.
I'm good for now, guys.
Okay. So, here's the thing. All of the, so you pay her money. She starts shouting, right? And a small platoon of men line up in front of her. And she writes things down on parchment. She hands them to some of them and then instructs them to go and to search and find any leads on these items. And it's going to take them some time, right? And it's a very specific amount of time depending on what was rolled. So you'll just have to check back periodically to see if there has been any progress or if she's managed to wrangle up these items.
Could we just ask her to make someone take a note to our house when something is found?
I mean, she could do that, but that doesn't change the fact that one of you guys needs to keep track of how many days has passed so that we know if the items are there or not.
I got this.
Yeah, so just anytime you guys take a long rest or there's a time skip, then mark it down. All right. Anything else from Zendros? No? Great. Good. Excellent.
Let's assault that ghost ship.
Yes. So, you guys go down and approach the... What was it called? The Soul of Winter, which is a very fine looking sailing ship. As you approach, you can see the crew bustling about as they prepare the ship for departure. And you can see that the entire crew, all of them, is made of about 30 dwarves. And as you approach, Woolgar comes up to you and he gives you a brisk little salute. Welcome aboard, gentlemen. It'd be nice to have you. So, how are you for this adventure we'll be embarking on today?
I turn and look at Barrels and I say, "This is awesome. I love dwarves."
Well, if there's nothing else, from what I understand, it's several days out of shore where the Emperor of the Waves is currently moored. But if you want to come aboard, I'll show you to your quarters.
Sure. Let's check it out.
Alright, so he leads you up onto the boat, and you guys go down to the quarterdeck, and which is the second level of the boat. And he leads you into a room off on the side. It's a very small room. For all 6 of you to fit in here, it's going to be quite cramped. Sorry we can't accommodate you much more, but the chambers are built to dwarven proportions, so you may have to duck as you enter.
Do we, Captain, do you have, like, room in the crow's nest? I'd like to spend some time above deck, on deck.
Well, no. That would be where our sentry is posted. Crow's Nest is not very large as it is, and that is where me men will be stationed. Look, I don't know what you intended about staying aboard, but I would much prefer if the lot of you just stayed in your room while the ship was in travel. Don't really want the lot of you interfering with the maintenance and running of the ship. I'm sure you understand, yeah?
It's fine.
Yeah, just, you know, pull your knees up closer to your chest and hug them real tight. Make yourself small-like so that y'all can fit.
Would you mind if I stayed outside the room, sitting?
Yes, I would very much mind. But the dwarves will trip over your freakishly long legs. I would just like you to stay in your chamber, please.
Okay.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there's just a little porthole. Looks out over the water.
Can I use my navigator's tools to basically know what way we are going all the time?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. It's not a problem. Doesn't matter.
What I'll do is I'll sleep on Sweet Bee's chest because I'm a halfling and I can sleep in the same area as somebody.
Oh, that's adorable.
Fall can curl up on my lap too.
Plus, you know, Sweet Bee's warm and not made of metal.
I don't sleep anyway.
Alright, so before you all go into your chamber, one more thing I'd like to show you. Follow me, please. Brisk pace.
Aye, Captain.
He leads you into a room immediately next to yours. And he opens the door, and you can see that there are a large number of crates here, kind of covered with a net that have been lashed together and tied them onto the side of the ship so they don't kind of shift about during the travel. He points to it. Albrecht has purchased supplies for the lot of you for your trip. You're welcome to help yourself to anything there. It belongs to you.
Can we check out?
Oh, yes. 2 steps ahead. As you begin to look at the items that are kind of packaged here, you see that there is a single set of studded leather armor. There's 2 light crossbows with 20 bolts each in a case. There are 5 50-foot coils of rope, 2 grappling hooks, 12 torches, 2 healer's kits, 6 vials of antitoxin, 2 potions of healing, and 2 empty burlap sacks that are intended to be used for carrying treasure out of the ship.
If someone wants any of that, just feel free to take it. If not, I'm just writing it all down in the bag of holding.
I would be cautious about that. I don't think the bag would be able to accommodate all that stuff.
Well, like not not the crossbows or the armor, but like the bolts, the grappling hooks.
I'll take a crossbow and the studded leather, unless somebody else wants the leather armor.
I can take another cross. If nobody else wants it, that is. I need a ranged weapon.
So
Yeah, I only
Finn.
take the one antitoxin.
Okay. So one antitoxin for each person. Finn and Mylord take a light crossbow and bolts. Anything else? Grappling hooks going in the bag.
The grappling hooks and the rope in the bag. I'll take 2 torches in the bag. And that's all for me. And I guess we'll just put the healing potions in the bag too. I think everyone has one.
I'll grab one healing potion.
Yeah, I don't know about healing potions in the bag. Because remember, it's an action to remove something from the bag. So if it's combat and you need it, then it kind of slows you down. When I said this was going to be a downtime day, I wasn't kidding, right?
Yeah.
And I spent so much time preparing this pretty map that they're going to have to wait until next week to see.
Does anyone else need a healing potion?
I have 2, so I'm good.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Doesn't taste good.
Oh, if no one wants it, I'll grab it.
Yeah, okay, go for it. And then there's still 10 torches, and I put both of those sacks in the bag of holding as well.
Okay. All right. After that, is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right. So, you guys are kind of kept in your cramped quarters. It's very tight and uncomfortable, but the journey is pretty peaceful. After 2 days of travel, 2 days. Mark that down.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, all right. After 2 days of travel, during night on the second day, as you guys were sleeping, there is a series of cries and shouts that erupt from the ship above you.
Rushing out.
Oh yes, of course. You find it. All right. So hearing all of the confusion happening above, all of you guys leave your chamber, and you can smell it immediately upon opening the door. The scent of blood is in the air, and there are several dwarf corpses lying on the second level of the ship. You run up the stairs to see what's going on, and it's quite a sight, as a number of dwarves are trying to defend the ship from a large number of creatures. They are fish-like in origin, and they carry large and crudely made tridents. And as they overwhelm the ship, you can see off to the far end of the boat, there seems to be one of them that is towering over all the others. He is a multi-armed abomination, and he barks out orders to the rest of the creatures in a very strange language that you don't understand. And everybody rolls initiative, please. Well, if nothing else, at least I rolled like dog poop. Toggle, whisper toggle. All that for all. Thank you. Alright. Barrels, it looks like you were up first in combat.
Okay. Move 5 feet to the south and Thunder Wave.
Oh dang, this is like Barrel's heaven.
In this direction.
Okay, so it's just the two to your right.
Yes.
Is it Dex or Con for Thunderwave?
It's con.
Oh. Both pass.
Yeah, Barrels wanted to have some fun, but no.
Alright. After that, Dusk?
Alright, how are you all doing that funky little radius stuff? Because I'm thinking about dropping silence right now.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to add a unit. Those guys might be important, since they're on your side. You do that. The guards are going to take their turn first. So let's see. Our friendly dwarven guards who are fighting a back, they are going to attack with spears. And how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so 19. It's there. 17. It's there. 21. There we go. It's for 6. 15. Yep, 15. It's for 6. 16 hits for 2. 12 hits for poop nothing. 21 hits for 4. 14 hits for nothing. Okay, now it's Dusk's turn.
Alright, I'm still trying to figure out this area of effect thing, and I think I messed it up. So
You just drag it.
is there a way I could...
You just grab it and you drag it to the desktop.
Oh shoot, there we go. Okay. That's 20 feet? Holy garbage.
Don't destroy the boat.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius. It's from the inside, the black to the black.
Alright. I'm dropping silence in that area with a key point, or with 2 key points.
Link it. Duration, no sign of a created pass within. Okay.
And then I will take an attack on this one off to my side.
How?
What do you mean with so
Martial arts, you make your offhand bonus attack as a part of the attack action, correct? You haven't attacked this turn, you cast a spell.
yeah, I might be doing this in the wrong order. But
no, because that is an action to cast. You couldn't do it in a other order.
Oh, that's an action. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You roll d4 place. When you use the attack action or with an unarmed strike, you may also make an armed strike as a bonus action. So you haven't attacked, you can't do the unarmed strike.
Yep, totally fair.
Alright. fish boys. So let's start. Oh god, we're gonna do this in chunks because there are so very many of them. I'm gonna start with the ones at the north, the top of the boat. This one here, he's just gonna kind of come down these steps and attack Quandle because he sees you. He knows what you are. Take that. The other three attacking the guards. 2, 3. Oh god. Miss.
You're on fire tonight.
Yeah. I know. Miss. Hit. Miss. Miss. Alright. Then we have a bunch. Let's just... You can op attack that one if you want. It don't matter. Barrels. No. Okay.
I don't have a weapon to up attack with.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking the party now. This guy up here, this is gonna be for Claw, Dusk, you, Guy, 10 and 21. Next one here, attacking barrels, 11 and 21. Maintain concentration, that's great. So that's 5 on barrels. Then this guy in the middle is going to attack Finn. 8 and 4 miss. This guy here going to attack Sweet Pea. 13 and 23 take 5. This guy here attacking Mark. 13 and 18 miss. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacking the dwarves. Goodbye, dwarves. Pretty sure. Oh, miss, 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 hit. Then 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the north end of the boat, south end of the boat. I'm sorry, 3 more. They are going to move and attack. 2 more. 1, 2. Hit and hit. And then lastly, miss, miss. Okay. Again are done. Bondle, you are up.
I'll use my bonus action to begin my blade song.
Okay.
And I'll move to this location and attempt to stab this one using Gear in Flame Blade.
Do it. That's a hit.
So 11 to that one, and let's say 4 to this one.
Alright.
And that's all.
Finn.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Where's the shatter? I have bad news for you. That isn't within the radius of the silence. They are immune to thunder damage.
Oof.
What?
Dusk cast silence. That big blue circle. And the spell description for the spell silence: no sound can be created within or pass through that sphere. Any creature object inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while inside of it.
Cool. I'm pointless throughout the whole fight. Have fun, guys.
Yeah. Well, not pointless. There's other stuff, you know, there are creatures outside the silence, but yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to kill the pie.
Mark.
Okay, I'm going to attack. Oof.
Yeah, that's a miss.
And then I'll attack again using my action surge on the guy below.
Okay, he's very badly injured, but he is not down.
Okay, that's it.
Alright. The very large one, he begins to attack with a series of blows against the dwarves up there. And as he does, you can see that he kills 2 of the dwarves. And after that, you see this Sahagin. I know she looks identical to all the rest, but you guys can see the aura around her, right?
Yes.
Alright, I just wanted to mark her that she was different. This is a Sahagin priestess, and she very frustrated because she attempts to cast a spell, but as she cannot make any noise, it fails. So then she runs forward, exiting the zone of silence and locking eyes on Dusk. Sweet Pea.
Yes. Okay, time to rage. So rage, and I have frenzy now, so I'll just keep swinging.
Oh God.
I'll start with the weak.
You went berserker?
Yep. I'll start with the weakest guy, the guy with the bloody.
He's dead.
Yep. And next, the guy in front of.
That is a miss.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, that's it.
The guards again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 still remaining. Give me a second while I parse what all that does. This guy hits 1 for 6. This guy hits 1 for 8. Miss. Hit for 5. And then a hit for 4. And Barrels, you are up next.
I'm going to use my action to shapeshift.
Okie dokie. Giant spider.
Giant spider. Now, how giant is that thing?
How giant? I think they're just medium-sized creatures.
Oh, yes, medium. Okay. That's a pity. But, well, yes. It's my turn.
Don't forget to put your health in the red bubble for your temper HP.
There it is.
Giant spider. Oh no! Giant spider is a large beast.
It's a giant wolf spider, so no, it isn't.
Oh, you're right. That's a different thing.
Not that big yet.
Womp womp. Alright, so now you're a spader. Dusk!
Alright, for Step of the Wind to disengage, would that disengage from all three of those?
Yes, disengage is just you move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay, so can I do that and move up to here?
Well, you can't move through enemy units, but you could go 10, 25. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to take my attack towards the priestess.
Bonus action. Okay, attack away. That's a miss.
Amazing. And I'm done.
The Sahagin will get their attacks now. Once again, we're going to do it in chunks. 3 at the north end of the ship. Then we have a whole mess in the middle. This guy there. That guy there. Okay. This guy attacking Quandle. 14, 18.
Miss.
Cool. Next, this guy attacking the spider. 14 and 21.
Both hit.
Alright, take 10. This guy attacking Dusk. 16 and 4. Then this guy attacking the giant spider. 10 and 11. This guy attacking
11 is a hit.
Okay, take your 2. This guy attacking Sweet Pea. 11 and 13 looks like they both miss. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was all of those. So now we got this guy down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oish. Starting from the bottom of this chunk. 11, 18. That is a dead dwarf. This guy attacking here. 14, 22. And this guy. Dead dwarf. Then these two here. Oh god, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. 16 for 3. Miss. Miss. Hit for 4. Hit for 4. That is a dead dwarf. Then at the top here, 2 on a dwarf. Ugh. Seven. This guy moves in because he did not kill him. And neither did that one. Cool. Bundle.
So, did you say it's night?
Yes, it should be dark, but I'm going to say that there's torches lit from the dwarves who are up here working.
So, would it be dimly lit?
No, because there are torches illuminating the area.
Damn. I guess I'm still going to cast my Shadow Blade as a bonus action. And then I'll attack the one above me.
Hit.
And that's all.
Finn.
I will cast Shatter here.
So right here in the center.
Yep.
So it's going to affect. It's 10-foot radius. It'll affect basically everything in front of you up to the circle.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, give me 1 second. Don't everybody start rolling yet. Mark doesn't listen. No, you guys can roll your own. That's fine. No, that's fine. If you pass, you take half. So, Mark, you're going to take 5. Wolf Spider takes the whole 11. Quandle takes the whole 11. Dusk takes the whole 11. Durbag takes half. And then there's all my rolls. It's 11.
Oh, but one take 11.
Minus 11. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Yes, sweet pea.
No. Rage only reduces bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Yeah, standard weapons. Sorry.
That's thunder damage. Hey, he's not a combat tactician. He didn't know that. All right, Finn, are you finished? Quandle, did you make your con? Oh, there it is. Yep.
Oh, by the way, I should make that with advantage.
Oh,
I
you're
also have the
Warcaster?
Warcaster.
Son of a bitch. Then it has to get annoying. Okay, I'll fix that eventually. Finn is done. So Mark.
I'm going to attack
That's a hit.
this one right here.
At the bottom? That's a dead guy.
Yes, bottom. And that's it.
One. I'll just move the dead bodies out of the way so that it's easier to see. Alright, the Baron. He's going to stab at the dwarf. Alright, that's a dead dwarf. And then he's going to start advancing towards the party. And that'll be it. Now the priestess, who is outside of the silence, she's gonna do a thing. That doesn't do anything. Because she's casting mass healing word, baby! Oh, 4? That's okay.
Level 3s? Ah.
Okay, that was her bone? No. S. Which means for her action, she's going to reach out and she's going to try and give Dusk the business. Ha! Yeah! Ooh. Oh, nope. The 17 for 4, that would not hit. Because she does have multi-attack, but it's specifically 1 bite, 1 claw. I was still looking at the Baron sheet. So 12 misses, 23 hits for 6. He is just hanging on to that concentration. Sweet Pea.
Trying something out. The weapon master thing. I'll try to hit the guy to my right.
All right.
But those are both -5. Oh, that's a miss.
Yes, it is.
Then I'll just try a normal attack on.
13's a hit.
Okay, good.
You're supposed to reckless when you use Great Weapon Master. That's what they were telling you in chat.
Yep.
Oh, did you reckless?
Yeah, I did. It was still there.
Well, when you reckless, it's all your attacks for the turn, so your second attack would have had advantage too. Anyway, are there any guards left? There are guards left. There's 2 at the top. Stab, stab. They didn't do anything. Barrels.
Bonus action, Spirit Totem Unicorn.
Man, this ship is so many colors. Party ship.
Oh. Let's move it to here. And as my action, Cure Wounds on myself.
Alright, what's your mod?
Mod.
Doesn't Unicorn heal everybody in the radius for your modifier?
Equal to my druid level, which is 4.
Alright, and then you're finished. Moves to dusk.
I'm going to shout out, guys, I'm about to get seriously wrecked here, and take 2 attacks at the priestess.
The hit. No. What the hell was she just at? I want to say it was at 20. Then minus 8. 13's a hit. Is that all?
That's all I've got.
Wait. Main hand rapier, main hand dagger? Is this...
Yeah, the offhand one isn't working for whatever reason. I'm changing it up right now.
Okay. Alright, the Saugian are gonna take their turn. This is gonna get real ugly. First, the 3 up there attacking the guards. Dead. Then alright. Attacking Quandle. Misses. Attacking Finn. Hit for 3. Attacking Mark. Misses. Attacking Mark. 19 misses. Attacking Barrels. Misses. Attacking attack Sweet Pea last because Reckless does goofy stuff. Attacking Dusk. 15 misses. And then in the bottom row, we have 2 on... Nope, that's the Priestess. We have 1 on Dusk and only Dusk. Miss. Miss. And then we have the 2 here versus Sweet Pea. With advantage because Reckless. 13, 19, so take 3.
Right.
Take 1. That's it. You're going to take 4 total. Then these 3 back here, because they can't reach anybody, they're going to throw their spears. And they are going to throw all of their spears at Dusk because he's threatening the Priestess. 1 hit for 6.
I reduced the damage.
Reduce the damage. Okay, roll your Bardic Inspiration die. By 5. Oh, God. So you take 1 damage, Dusk. And then it's Quandle's turn.
I'm going to use Green Flame Blade with my Shadow Blade on the guy below me.
Green Flame Shadow Blade.
Miss, I guess.
That is a miss, yeah. Done?
Yeah, I guess I have nothing else to do.
Finn.
Alright, so I'm gonna move to here. I'm gonna stab the bloodied one next to me with my dagger.
It's a hit. And that is a dead fish.
I don't think I have a bonus action. That's my turn.
Mark.
I'm going to attack this guy up here.
That's a dead fish.
And that's it.
The Baron gets to take his turn. From where he's standing, he extends one of his arms and can stab at Dusk.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Any reactions from anybody?
Only me. I can reduce the damage again, but I don't
Yeah.
know if even reducing it by 6 will do it.
Well, roll your d6. Alright, so he takes 4 damage on the first swing. Oh! Oh! You take 19 on the second, and he goes unconscious. Give me a second. Alright. The Priestess, she points a finger over at Finn. "I'm tired of your games," she speaks in common. And she is going to cast a spell.
I don't know if it's a reaction.
Ooh, buddy. Ooh.
Oh God.
Take 23 radiant.
Who was it aimed at?
Finn.
Oh.
And he's glowing. Sweepy.
Okay, so here's my plan. I'll try to get in front of the priestess, but I'll take 3 opportunity attacks. I'll risk. So, can I step over Dusk's body? It should be fine, right?
Kick it overboard. It's
In
fine.
most cases, it's okay. The problem is, if he were to be resurrected, he has nowhere to go. So you cannot stand there currently.
I'm planning on killing the priestess, so maybe I can.
You cannot go there currently.
Oh dang! There goes my plan.
Time to cut a path through them.
Yeah, but it'll take too long. Oh, I see. Maybe I will just step back into a ranged, so I don't take the melee. If I throw a javelin at him, it's like disadvantage or something, right?
Yes, because you have melee combatants in front of you distracting you.
If I go somewhere like here, it should be fine. I'll just take 3 opportunities.
4.
Oh right, 4, yeah. I'll risk it maybe, and then huck a javelin at the priest.
All right. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 ops. Here they come. Take 2.
Right, then javelin. Nope.
Oh,
Done.
that's a pity.
Oh, yep, that's.
There's still a single guard at the top here, holding his own. He misses. Barrels.
I'm gonna move to the west, taking. This guy gets an
Yep, an
opportunity
op attack.
Second level Thunder Wave directly to myself.
Yes. Wow.
What are those saves?
17. 8.
Yikes. Rest of my movement to move to here. And that's it.
Dusk is down. Make a death save. All right. So the Sahagin, they have suffered some heavy losses, and as they look around the battlefield, you see they kind of turn to the Baron and look to him for guidance. He nods his head, and many of the Sahagin spend their action disengaging and leaping overboard into the water.
So this one guard survived up there.
Yeah, he can drive the ship.
Once they hit the water, they dive down and they move much further than you are able to see. And Wandel, would you like to take an action?
I don't think it's a good idea to do much. But I'll stab someone if someone gets close to me and is hostile.
Alright. Finn, how about you?
On Tusk.
Okay. So you get dust back up. What about you, Mark? You doing anything?
I'm going to run to here and gonna stab the Baron.
Oh, Mark.
Yup.
That is a hit.
Nice. And that's it.
And now it's his turn. And it looks down at you. And it grits its teeth. Yeah. So he attacks against the shield. And you don't take any damage. He sneers at you. Laughs. And he makes this gesture. Almost like he's flicking something off of his shoulder. Swatting at a bug as he looks at you. And then he too leaps overboard.
I'm gonna throw my trident at him.
Sure.
Too bad you don't have sentry.
Yeah. Zoop.
Pull him back with Thorn Whip.
It's a miss. He hits the water and he goes underwater, and then he is also gone. And that is the end of combat. After the attack from the Sagin, what would you guys be doing for the remainder of that night?
I don't know, helping the dwarfs.
The dwarf.
That are
Singular.
dwarves. Yeah. I imagine that some are down the stairs, and so helping them treat their wounds and mend the ship, I guess.
Treating the wounded, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and take a long rest as you guys kind of stall for an additional day before you continue on your journey as the crew tries to recover their losses, hold small burials for their fallen crewmates, and mend the repairs to the ship. And that's where we'll be wrapping it up for today. Give me a moment so I can tally XP.
How much sweet XP do we get from freeing a vampire?
Negative 200.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Plus 2,000, okay.
And the question is, have we done more damage to this town, or have we helped this town?
Wow, actually not a lot today at all. Each of you get a pittance of 100 XP each. Because unfortunately we didn't do a lot of like roleplay milestone. Like there wasn't a lot of stuff. Like there was a reward you could have earned for the vampire, but you guys didn't go that route. So
Yeah.
all right. That was a fun session though. I had a great time. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. That's where you need to be if you want to get involved in the game yourself. And hopefully I see you next time.